Oh my God, you guys. Have you been feeling kind of odd lately? Like sometimes you're super tired and sometimes you're super energetic and you don't know and you keep going back and forth and you don't know why this is happening, or you're not sleeping well and will be waking up in the middle of the night out of the blue, and sometimes you oversleep. Like I have been feeling these energies a lot. I'm also been questioning, and maybe you have too, what is my purpose and am I aligned to my purpose, and why am I caring so much about this now, and what are my values, and I'm comparing to myself to others, but then I don't want to compare myself to others, and it's been just a crazy emotional roller coaster, and you don't know what the fuck is going on. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you what is going on, and I'm going to tell you how you can best handle this energy to use it to your own good, to your own healing. So stay tuned. Let's go and let's find out. Hello, everybody. I am back. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna, and in this channel, we talk about the moon and the stars and the sky and the planets, because as above, so below, whether we have proof or not, these events affect us. And if we know how to work with that energy, we can accelerate our healing. We can go on our path to our purpose faster and in a more smooth way. So that's why I'm here to share with you guys these energies. And today we're going to talk about the new moon in Taurus that is happening on April 30th. English sometimes really it's hard for me. April 30th of 2022. And it's also going to start the eclipse season. And we're going to have a partial solar eclipse also in Taurus. And in 2 weeks, we are going to have another eclipse, even more intense, because it's a lunar eclipse on a full moon. And it's going to be in Scorpio. But today, I'm not going to overwhelm you guys. Let's just talk about this new energy. Let's get prepared for this new energy. This new energy is a new moon. And as we know, new moons happen in the sky when the moon and the sun look like they're aligned from the perspective of the Earth. And this time, we're going to have a second new moon in April. So it's not very common to have two new moons in a month, but this time we do, and it makes it more strong. It makes the energy of the new beginnings, of the new seeds, it makes it stronger because it's the second one, and that's a little bit more rare. It's also called a black moon because of that. And we also, on top of that, are going to have a solar eclipse. That means a partial solar eclipse, right? Because the sun is not going to be completely covered, but that means that the moon is going to pass through the sun from the perspective of the Earth, and it's going to block the sun a little bit. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see that from the north hemisphere, but from the south we would be. Some places can see that energy, not that energy, that event. Some people can see that event. But whether we can see it or not, it's going to affect us. So let's find out what they mean. So new moons, you guys already know that new moons are good for intentions. They're good for us to have clarity. The sun is with the moon, so it's illuminating the moon, right? So it's giving us clarity on what actions we need to take. It's giving us clarity on our intentions and our new goals that, may or may not be the same goals we had before, but sometimes these energies help us see what are the actual actions and goals that we need to have to fulfill our purpose. And this time we have an eclipse, so it's actually making that energy stronger. Eclipses make it up to 3 times stronger, the energy of a new moon, if it's happening on a new moon. And we have also lunar eclipses on a full moon, making the energy of the full moon stronger. So making this new beginning, this new energy stronger, what does that actually mean, Anna? Well, eclipses are also very dramatic because they're unexpected. They bring unexpected clarities, unexpected downloads and inspirations to us, because they are serving as activators, as accelerators. I don't know how to say that word. They're accelerating our path towards our purpose. And so if we are not aligned with what we are supposed to really be doing here in this planet, the eclipse is gonna kind of like push us in the direction. So if we're prepared for it, that push will be kind of like nice because I already know. So yeah, you can push me. But if I'm not prepared or if I'm resisting to change, it can be a big bad hit. But you know, because we're prepared here, no one's gonna go through that. And even if you do go through that, just know this is for my greater good. It's helping me get more aligned with my purpose. And why is the energy of the eclipse so connected to purpose? Why do I keep talking about purpose? Well, because eclipses always happen in the lunar nodes of the current time that we have. So right now we have lunar nodes on Taurus and Scorpio, and this first new moon is going to be activating the energy of Taurus, right? And then we have the energy of Scorpio because they are opposite signs. And it's important to talk about both because they have complementary energies along the same axis. So they all talk about attachments and detachments, right? Taurus is the stability, the attachment, the preservation of what you have, and Scorpio is endings, death, transformation, and knowing that nothing lasts forever. So when you put together those two energies, you have the need for us to preserve what we have while we have it, and knowing that when we don't have it anymore, it's okay because it's transformation and this is how life is. Anyway, how do we recognize this energy? What does it mean for us that this energy of this eclipse is in Taurus? So for this eclipse, we are going to have the moon, which is our emotions, represents our emotions, our subconscious, and we're going to have that moon covering the sun, which represents our actions, our conscious mind. So a little bit differently from our first new moon that we had in this year, this astrological year that was in Aries, this time we're going to have this energy of our emotions and how we feel about Taurus topics, and I'll go into that in a little bit, how we feel about Taurus topics, how that's impacting us from achieving the things in the Taurus topic. So what is the Taurus topic that I'm talking about? Taurus rules stability for our finances, the material world. It also rules our pleasures and how we sense things, our sensuality. It's ruled by Venus. So it talks a little bit about sensuality and the romance and all the pleasures of life. Taurus is a sign that really loves to feel and sense things, right? Taurus also rules stability and being pragmatic, right? And what we value, what are our personal values, and what are we like going for in this life, right? So when we have these emotions in an eclipse, in a solar eclipse, what we're going to be looking for is what are the emotions and how I feel about my stability, how I feel about my values, the emotions I have around those topics, my limiting beliefs about money. How are these emotions blocking me from taking the actions to actually achieve those stabilities and those financial abundance, right? It's really connected to the material because Taurus is an earth sign. So we are going to have an extra clarity, whether it's going to be super dramatic or not. It's going to happen. We're going to have finally some clarity on what are those feelings and what we should work on, right? We have until in 2 weeks from now, we have until that time to really figure out what are the emotions that we want to release. And actually the eclipse energy lasts for like 6 months. So don't worry, you're going to be feeling this for a while. But during the eclipse time or close to the eclipse is when you start like having some really drastic news and situations happen in your life so that you can see the actual truth of how your values or what you see about your values is affecting your life and affecting your purpose. So the eclipse is going to force you in the right direction towards that stability, towards that abundance. Of course, it will be in different areas for different houses depending on where the eclipse happens in your sign. So if you don't know how to look, I'll do a video later on how to find your degrees. But you're going to want to know where is 10 degrees of Taurus in your birth chart, and that will highlight the area where these energies are acting. So whether it's in the work area or like the second house on finances, so that could be like a 3 times more energy, right? Or whether it's your health or your relationship. So depending on that house, you know where you're going to be looking for that stability or looking for those emotions that are preventing you from reaching the stability that you want. So this new moon is going to be great for manifesting even more than before. So wherever I told you guys about the Aries new moon, scratch that, because the energy now is extremely higher, because you have, first of all, it's the second new moon of the month. Okay, so it's a black moon. We have an eclipse happening, and that makes it even stronger, right? We are talking about manifesting stability, manifesting abundance. So it's a great time to have intentions around that or around other Taurus topics. For example, self-worth. Self-worth is very important for Taurus. It's very related to Taurus because it talks about values and how I value myself. So all these topics are going to be great things for you to manifest this time. So setting intentions about abundance. And we have another thing happening. So right now, with the sun and the moon in Taurus, we are going to have Uranus. And that is pretty rare. And Uranus is the planet of revolution and unexpected things and disruption. So we might be having a lot of insights into how, even if it sounds crazy, how we can generate that abundance that we want. Generate, when I'm talking about abundance, I don't mean only money. I mean everything that could put us in a lack mentality. So if I want to manifest an abundance in love or in food or in health, it would be a very good time as well. And Uranus is here to like make the eclipse even stronger, a bigger kick, and we will find solutions. But to find the solutions that Uranus is going to bring us, we are going to have to be okay with the Scorpio energy to let go of those feelings that we that are blocking us, right? Like limiting beliefs, or our values are going to be challenged right now. And we're going to be encouraged by Uranus to have values that are unorthodox or advanced, or advanced in the sense that I mean like out of the box, right? So maybe everything that we thought it was what we wanted right now is not making so much sense. So that's why you may be feeling also this energy of like questioning your purpose and questioning your work, and you might be feeling sad one day and excited the next, because you are being tuned into what are the values that really would help you right now, and what you have to look towards and plant the seeds for this whole eclipse season, which will last 6 months. So we have that. We have the Uranus energy, making it even stronger, making it more making it more revolutionary and disrupting your life. So if you have an eclipse, it already is likely to disrupt you, but with an eclipse and Uranus together, you're in for a big surprise. So expect the unexpected, but it's all good energy, because you know why? Taurus ruler Venus is in Pisces with Jupiter and Neptune. I think I already told you guys, right? That that conjunction of Neptune and Jupiter is very, very auspicious, and it's very good omen. And Venus is there with them now, and Venus loves to be in Pisces. So this conjunction in Pisces is making this whole process, this whole transformation, be seen like not as challenging. So it's gonna be very loving. You're gonna learn to love yourself more, you're gonna love others more, and it's just overall helping us with this transformation. So let's not be afraid. It's gonna work out for the best, because we have very good placements of other planets supporting us. So now what I want to tell you guys is how can you leverage this energy in a little bit of a ritual form. I did a ritual for my full moon last 2 weeks with my friends. It was very cool and interesting, and I think I should have recorded to show you guys how it is. And I want to now tell you how you can leverage this energy for a ritual for yourself, because it's going to really empower you to use the energy, right? Because rituals, they work with our subconscious mind. That's why they work. Because if it was just a conscious mind, we'll be talking about pure magic. And I don't know how I feel about magic for the sake of magic, but I do like the explanation that rituals work with your subconscious mind, and what you think about, and you, whether it's conscious or unconscious, it's what you manifest, right? So let's talk about a ritual that you can do. This ritual is going to be for setting intentions. So the first thing you can do is start by cleansing your space. So you're going to get some Palo Santo. Palo Santo is great for manifesting. You're going to get some salvia or sage. Sorry, I said in Portuguese. I don't know why. You're going to get some sage. And first you're going to clear. Then you're going to get some Palo Santo after to bring the manifestation. And then you're going to focus on your root chakra. So root chakra rules the fear, that need for safety and security and stability and financial stability and possessions, right? You're going to have to focus on that chakra, because it's what rules Taurus, and it rules this whole situation that is happening for us right now. So wear colors red, or get a red candle to like manifest that root chakra energy. You can look out on YouTube root chakra yoga, and you'll find tons of positions that help you to get the energy on that chakra to help you with that blockage that might be happening, right? So you also want to write intentions. You want to write your intentions. You want to meditate. Look up for some meditation also on YouTube. I'm a fan of all the other creators out here, so just look it up. There's tons of meditations for this particular new moon and eclipse. You do a meditation. After you do the meditation, you're gonna write what you want to manifest, and you're gonna also write any emotions that are coming up, and you're gonna keep that like a journal, because you're gonna keep having insights, right? You're gonna keep having insights about this what intentions and what feelings are blocking your intentions. And you're gonna have dreams, and you should be preparing right now, but you're going to have an opportunity to let it all go in 2 weeks from now. So write your intentions about stability. So intentions about money or abundance, or what you want to manifest and bring to your life, your career, your livelihood, really, and also what you want to manifest in the sense of safety and security. And you're going to write that, and you're going to put it in a bowl with water, and you're not going to burn it. You're going to put in water, because the moon rules water, and overnight you're going to let that water wash away the ink from the paper. And that is your communication. That is your ritual with the moon, and asking the moon to help you achieve those things, or put you in the right way to achieve those things. Another thing you should do is to write a letter to yourself, to your inner child, because Taurus also rules gratitude and presence. And it's important for you to communicate with your little self, with your inner child, and tell them how grateful you are for them, what you admire about them, because focusing on that self-worth is really going to help you even redefine what values you have because they're your values, or what values you have because society told you that they should be your values. So it's going to help you to connect with your inner child. So I suggest you writing a letter. Write with your non-dominant hand. I'm left-handed, so I write with my right hand, and write as that, to let that inner child come through, right? When you write with your right hand, with your hand that is your opposite hand. Sorry, I always get the left and right confused. But if you write with your non-dominant hand, you're going to bring that feeling of inner child, and it's going to channel your inner child more. At least that works for me. So it's a suggestion that I give to you guys. And so you're going to do that. You're going to do some yoga for your root chakra. You're going to write your intentions. And don't forget to do your black moon water, because this is like black moon water eclipse master plus, right? So you're going to take a jar or a bottle and you're going to write down words that are related to Taurus and Scorpio, right? Around your attachments, your values, your most deep thoughts, what you need to heal, those inner beliefs that are blocking you. You're gonna write in the water, in the jar, on a paper, and then put around the jar, what are these energies that you want to bring to the water, right? So you're gonna leave it overnight, and in the morning, you preferably before the sun rises, because we don't want to get both energies confused. You're going to take that water and you're going to drink that water and feel the goodness and the healing and the amazingness. So these are the suggestions I have for today. Focus on your self-worth, write your intentions, try to think about and meditate on what are the feelings and values that are keeping you from reaching your intentions. And you're just going to charge your crystals too. If you have crystals, put them out there. If you have tarot cards, decks, put them out there too. Be creative. Do a table. I like doing like a ritual table, an altar thing, because I like to have all the elements represented. And I usually have crystals to represent the earth or flowers, and then I have water to just represent water, represent the emotions. Then I have candles to represent fire, or I just do a fire. And then I can have also incense for air. Candles also represent air, but incense are a little more related to air. You could have essential oils, that whatever makes you feel like you're doing a ritual, and it's beautiful. And I usually let my creativity run wild while I do my altars, because every time I do a ceremony, I'm in a different place. So I don't have a fixed altar. I have like a gypsy altar that I carry in a bag. So yeah, I wish you guys a full, not full, what am I talking about? I wish you guys a beautiful eclipse and new moon and manifestation goodness. I hope you liked this content. Please like or subscribe. It would really help my channel. And thank you for watching. Bye. See you soon.